All right, so once again, I've been screwed by the editor. You failed 4th grade.
No, I didn't. We heard different words.
No, you inserted yourself saying H
Because
for
I
H.W.
swear
Bush.
I swear you said
For
it.
those
though.
of you who are just tuning in and are confused, Matt had a trivia question where we asked, I don't even remember the question, but I asked something regarding George W. Bush, maybe who was president before him, and I think the answer was Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
And he, for some reason, thought I said George H.W. Bush, so he said Reagan.
Yeah, I had H on the brain.
And you also put H in the edit with your voice, not mine, because
well,
when
I
you
just
listen
thought
back,
I thought it would be.
and that was a very consequential question because that would have failed you.
Okay, but I don't think it's fair to punish someone on miscommunication. If anything, the host should
It
have
wasn't
the host should have
miscommunication
made it more clear.
because then you tried to cover it up.
That was for
and
the audience. That wasn't for us. I didn't need to win this.
that
game.
was for you.
I did not.
It wasn't for us. It was for you.
I did not need to win this game. It meant nothing to my ego. I promise.
It really did because I think maybe 10 times throughout that thing, you're like, man, this feels good.
Yeah, and I still, if I remember correctly, you said I won. So
Hit it, Hutch.
You know what it is now, boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
On a real note, though, I was watching football yesterday, right?
Okay.
And because it was college football. Spoiler alert: we filmed these on Sunday, and by film I mean record.
Audio medium.
There's
yeah.
a commercial, right?
Okay.
And it's about Disney World
Mm-hmm.
or Disneyland. Who am I to say? Is a Disney commercial because the game was on ABC, owned by Disney, and this Disney commercial had like these sick kids coming to visit Disney.
Okay.
And all I could think about was imagine like beating whatever disease, and what bankrupts you is going to Disney.
What do you mean?
Bro, Disney's expensive. Let me put you on to cost of goods for a
Okay.
minute because Disney's so expensive that these parents paid for their children to be cured from so many things. Leukemia probably,
Mm-hmm.
Crohn's disease even. We don't know.
I'm
But-
sure someone has it somewhere out there.
Yeah, and maybe been cured with an exorbitant
Seems
amount
unlikely.
of money.
Seems unlikely.
But
to be cured.
then what really does it in is taking a trip to Disney World, and then you have to buy a $700
Okay.
cup
Dude,
that
you don't
gets
think,
2 refills.
You don't think that commercial maybe helped them comp some of that? I don't know the commercial.
You
you're
never know
talking
with
about.
with corporate greed.
Uh-huh.
You never know anymore.
It'd be cool to get sponsored by Disney, so we can be nice to them. I think.
It was a great thing they did, is what I'll say.
Okay. I did want to call it one thing. You did say that one kid probably got cured of Crohn's disease. I find that unlikely. Just given.
Right, and why is that?
Well, I actually have Crohn's disease. I know I don't like to talk about it
What?
much. It's a very personal
You
thing.
haven't talked about it recently.
I know, and there's no cure for it, and that's been made very, very clear to me. So, if I may also say, welcome back to Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler. This is Until We Agree, the only podcast on the internet that keeps going until we agree. Again, this is Matt from Until We Agree with Tyler from Until We Agree. Welcome back. So, to follow up on how this episode started, Tyler is bitter that I did really good at trivia and he was a bad host and miscommunicated which president I was answering because obviously he knows that I wouldn't have said that Ronald Reagan came before George W. Bush. I heard H.W.
I don't
Bush
know that. I don't know
just
that.
by his poor communication skills. Obviously, that was a softball that he should have been more privy to. But in the middle of that and after, because I was so steezed on my performance, I did say that this week would be a chance for Tyler to flex his own might in an area of I would consider expertise for him. He's probably self-proclaimed even on this podcast. He's made it clear
How
that
much your mother?
no, I was gonna do it, but
Oh.
we're almost done with season 7, and so I didn't want to like.
You don't want any
I
spoilers.
didn't want
Okay.
I'll give you that here soon. But I didn't want to like find anything out.
Dang,
in the
I
midst
got
of
so
this.
excited.
Yeah, no, you'll get that one day, I think. Because I'll be honest, not sponsored. How I Met Your Mother though. You guys heard about How I Met Your Mother? This new show. It's really
this new show from 2005 to 2014.
Yeah,
if
it's
you haven't
really
if you haven't
good.
seen this.
It's really good. I think you would all like it. But no, the area of expertise I'm giving you today is something. Who would you say musically that you know better than anyone else?
John Bellion.
Oh, that would have been a good answer.
That's not who you picked?
No, I did Harry Styles.
Oh, I do love Harry Styles.
Yeah, so you're right. I probably, you know what? When I actually thought of this, I did think of John Bellion, and then I kind of forgot that I thought of John Bellion, and now I'm giving you Harry Styles. So you're getting,
Jeez.
I have 10 Harry Styles songs that I'm going to give you a segment of lyrics spoken. I'm going to try to remove any
This is fun.
any cadence I know of like how the song actually goes, because I think I know most of these songs well enough to do it in the rhythm, but I'm going to try to avoid it just because I want you to be able to pick out like from one or two lines. And I tried to pick more of the obscure lines from a song just because it'd be too easy if I said, what song goes watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, you know?
Yep. And yeah.
So I thought that'd be maybe too easy. I think even I could have gotten that one. But so I'm gonna start. I think my idea I have is there's 10 songs. If you gave me 70% across 50, if you can get 70% on these, I will say that you win, which I think you can do easily. And I'm going to add one stipulation. I'm only going to read one or two lines, kind of depending on what I've picked out for each song. One time,
and then I get more.
One time you can ask for a double Harry, where I will double the amount of lines.
A double Harry.
Yeah. It's going to get really hairy on that one. So,
see, if we had a Razor sponsor, that would go crazy in the transition.
I know. But
anyways, you go ahead.
We keep turning down sponsors because they're not giving us enough money. So if you're listening out there in your company and you want to sponsor this podcast, we'll say yes to anything at this point because I think we've burned enough bridges. But we're ready to go. So reach out to us on Instagram @Until We Agree. And as always, TikTok. TikTok is still I love our TikTok.
We do not get followers, but we get impressions, views, and comments.
Like crazy high impressions, views, and comments.
It's
and
very
likes
strange.
Even. So
we just don't get followers.
I'll tell you what though, we got 2 followers this week. So if you want to join that rocket ship to the moon, follow us on TikTok @Until We Agree and check out what's going on over there. It's fun. So I'm gonna get started here. So if you declare double Harry, I will give you 2 more lines of that song. So
let's do it.
Let's get into it. Okay. Oh, I have 10 tabs open and I just scrolled off the one I went. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh. Is this one of the lines? Oh,
okay. In a black dress, she's such an actress.
Kiwi.
Nice, man. All right, 1 for 1.
That's a great song.
That's a great
song. That's off the first album.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best live songs.
I'm sure.
I saw it live, so.
Oh, have you seen him live?
Yeah, his first tour, we got tickets for like $25 at Bridgestone.
No way. Arena in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it was like a couple days before, and they just tickets weren't selling for whatever reason.
That's crazy.
But now you cannot get a ticket. It's crazy.
I know.
I mean, now he's not touring, so that's part of it. But even when he was his last tour, you cannot get a ticket.
Yeah, I remember we were in New York City together just by coincidence, and you guys were like checking Ticketmaster all night, waiting to pull the trigger on super expensive tickets. You didn't, and I had a great I had a great night with you that night. So I'm glad you didn't, frankly, just for my own selfish reasons.
we had a great night.
That was a fun night. So.
And then we literally were in New York by coincidence. That's what's crazy. We both planned separate trips and realized we were going to be in New York together.
It was awesome. It was such a fun trip. Shout out to my rat roommate who went with me back when he was cool. Now he can't even read. That's crazy. Yeah. He's really fallen off. But yeah, that's I started with that one because that's my favorite Harry Styles song personally. So wanted to get going there. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find. I just have like the whole tab. I'm trying to find where I wanted to start.
It's okay, man. So you didn't prepare for this. You just opened up a bunch of tabs and.
Well, I would scroll. I scrolled to the part that I wanted, but then I didn't like.
Right. How lyrics, a screenshot doesn't exist in your mind.
How lyrics work is
no a screenshot. Well, doesn't exist
I just want to be
mind,
sure if you declared a double Harry, I needed to be sure that
right. But it's screenshots. I from what I understand, screenshots don't just get one single line.
What's the difference? It's all the same thing.
I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for my question.
Okay. a golf swing and a trampoline. Maybe we'll do this again.
Oh, I know this one. Oh man, what is it?
3, 2.
Hold on, no, what? There's no time limit.
Doesn't feel good, does it?
It's off the newest
It's kind of
album,
mean.
though.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It is. It's off Harry's House.
This, the picture attached to this one is just a blue screen, that says Vivo, and then the title of it. So I can't see what album it is.
I know it though. It's Lil Freak. Boom.
Yeah, there we go. All right, 2 for 2.
I had to like go through the whole thing in my head.
That would have been tough to call a double Harry right there.
Cause typically the name could be in the chorus, but this is like the name of that song is just in the first line.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. All right, 2 for 2, easy.
Okay, I'm ready to say this one already. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Lord knows I've tried. I can't get her off my mind.
Well, that's not his song. That's Girl Crush.
Well, this says Girl
But
Crush
he does
song
a-
by Harry Styles. So explain
Right,
that.
but it's not his song. But he does a cover of Girl Crush.
Bonus
as we all know.
points. I will remove the time limit on
Little
one
Big
of these.
Town.
Okay, very good. Because from here on out, you have 3 seconds to answer.
What?
Yeah, I can't have you singing the whole song in your head.
Why?
I don't want you to.
Okay. What's next?
I'm about to say it.
Okay.
I don't want to make you feel bad, but I've been trying hard not to act a fool.
Oh, I know that one. Oh no.
You should tell me if you know it for sure.
Okay, I want a double Harry on this one.
Okay, let me find a good.
Bro was not prepared for a double Harry.
Kiss in the kitchen like it's a dance floor.
Oh, Sunflower.
No.
Sunflower Volume 6, whatever you want
Yes.
to say.
Okay, so that's a strike, but good try.
No, it's not.
Use the double Harry
is not
and
a
a strike.
strike.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, that is not a strike.
But I will say you're out of double Harrys. So be careful. I think getting 7 out of 10 right is a little too generous on this. Now that I'm in it, but we'll see what you can do here.
Okay.
This is supposed to be something that you're good at though, so I'm actually okay with it. How would I tell her that she's all I think about?
Carolina.
Nice. I would have said
Oh.
Caroline, just because I know the 1975 better. But
That's O Caroline, so you apparently don't know them that well.
I think it's just Caroline, is it not?
It's not.
Is it Oh Caroline? Are you serious?
Yeah, O comma Caroline. No, it's not. No comma, but it is O Caroline.
Yeah, I said that. Caroline. Oh, Caroline, the song by the 1975.
No, you didn't say that though.
Well, guess who controls the edit? So sorry, buddy.
Okay.
I think I did say Oh Caroline. And while I'm doing a quick little edit here, hit it, Stitch.
Hey, it's Stitch here.
Thank goodness. Okay.
I'm out of smokes. Can you loan me one?
Okay. All right. He's through 5. No double Harry left, but he only needs to get 2 more right. So I'm gonna make it a lot
Yep.
harder.
And I want to do to all 10 anyways.
I mean, I guess I can. I've got him open.
Let's do it. Make them harder.
It's because I love you, babe.
That's the one?
That's it.
Oh, wait. That's Music for a Sushi Restaurant.
Whoa. That was good. That wasn't even the line I had picked out, but I wanted to make it a little bit harder, but you did good.
That was hard, but I could
Wow.
hear it. I could hear it when I thought about it.
That was a good one.
You know?
And I will say this is the easiest one, so you're about to win.
Sign of the Times.
No. Okay, that's a
Okay.
strike.
That does not count.
No,
I'm
that's a
just
strike.
asking.
No, that's a strike.
I'm
That's a
asking
strike. Nope,
questions.
sorry, that's a strike. You guessed.
Okay,
Okay.
just go. Just go.
2 strikes left.
That's it. He doesn't say that in any songs.
This is too easy. It's not what I meant.
Oh, Falling.
Yeah. All right, 2 strikes left. Can you get through all 10 with the strikes remaining? Let's see. The thing about Harry Styles that I've realized through this little research I've been doing is a lot of his lyrics are very unique. Like, it's kind of like he said sentences that no one in the history of the world has ever said before.
Yeah, no, there's a few of them. I like if you had tried to pick which one is it? That Keep Driving would have been the most obvious one.
Okay.
If you look at the lyrics to that one, it's
Well,
it's
maybe
easy.
I have that one on here, so I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
And yeah, I tried to do ones that I also kind of was familiar with because I didn't just want to pull a deep cut and This is supposed to be your thing because you're almost as good as this is as I am at general trivia for children. So let me find. I did the scrolling thing again on this one, so let me find where I was.
Jeez, this guy needs to get it under control.
It's none of my business, but it's just been on my mind.
Matilda.
Wow, you are really good at this.
Thank you.
This is impressive.
Bro, I've listened to these songs a lot.
How
How many was that? 8?
I think you have 2 more, and here it is.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm empty, I know.
Oh. That sounds like the first album.
I will say this is from one of his albums.
From one of them. Okay.
And I can see the album cover, but I don't remember which one it is. So while you're thinking, I'll tell a little fun Harry Styles story from me and Tyler. Not about being in New York. One time Tyler was visiting me in Nashville from home, and it was it Coachella weekend, I guess? Was that the one that he was doing?
Yeah.
And so it like Harry Styles was the headliner for Coachella, and he really wanted to watch the live stream. And so how it worked was Harry Styles actually came on very, very late that night, and it was a work night even. And so we were up very late waiting for him to come on, and he kept getting pushed back further and further. And in the meantime, when we got the news that he wasn't going to come on till like 4 a.m., we put on American Psycho and watched American Psycho starring Christian Bale.
By the way, I'm not going to get this one. I'm going to just guess. I can hear it, though. That's what's annoying. Is it Two Ghosts? It's not.
It's not Two Ghosts. I'll give you one. I'll give you the next line. I'm empty, I know, and promises are broken like a stitch is.
That didn't help.
Hey,
Why do
it's
I know
Stitch
this song?
here.
Like a stitch.
Okay, I'll give you one more line from this song.
Okay.
Woman.
Oh, it's Woman. That's one of my least listened to songs, so that makes sense.
No way. All right, he didn't get them all. I feel justified now. Because I want.
Yeah,
my thought was
good.
like, if it came down to the buzzer, I wanted you to win. So I'm giving you a kind of a slow pitch here to finish off on a T.
Well, let's hear it.
Slow pitched on a T even. So remember, everything will be all right.
Wow, that's Sign of the Times.
That
That's
is
classic.
the
right
only
there.
song I've ever heard from Harry Styles that I said this song is bad. And
It's
you can-
not bad.
You
it's
can
just
quote me on that.
You maybe heard it a million times.
I hated it the first time I heard it. It was so pretentious to me that he made this song 8 minutes long, and all he said was, "It's the sign of the times." I was so sick of it the second I heard it. But everything else, I think he does a great job. I think he's a pretty unique guy when it comes to music. So, but yeah, that song just insists upon itself, as they say. So,
Do they say that? Okay.
you did a great job there.
Well, thank you.
I'll call it a win.
I think. Dang, I might get you with something next week. Similar, but maybe not lyric related.
And maybe not Harry Styles
I would like
either.
to see if it'd be cool if I could figure out how to pump in audio to you where you can listen to like a second of a song and figure out if you know it.
Well, I thought about doing the same thing.
We'll figure all this out.
I thought about doing the same thing. So I think I have an idea for you
Okay.
on how to do that. So, you know what's back that people have been yearning for? If I can bring that to you,
The Bears.
debates actually. So
Yeah.
close though, buddy.
I set
So-
you up. I set you up for that though.
Yeah, that was great. Okay, I
Alley-oop, slam dunk.
have not one, but 2 debates for us to really dive into and hopefully not agree on, because I'm getting kind of sick of finding you to be an okay guy. So let's get enough of that out of the way. And I do have screenshots for these. So not that these aren't original thoughts, of course. I did not find these on Reddit an hour ago.
That means you definitely did.
Prove it.
Matt's notorious for finding content mere seconds before we hit record.
Notorious for planning most of our shows. Yeah. I don't hear a thank you very often for that. Let's look at,
first of all,
if
thank
anyone could
you
see
for
our
sure.
if anyone could see
But
our
if
Discord,
anybody-
no,
but if
if
anybody
anyone
also-
could see our
if
Discord right
anybody
now,
could-
it's
if
a bunch of
anybody
Matt,
could-
it's a bunch of Matt posts saying this is what we're doing on today's episode. Hey,
That's
hey,
because you love
hey,
an agenda.
buddy.
I don't need an agenda.
Hey,
I'm
buddy.
free flowing.
Hey, buddy.
And here's the thing: all of the episodes that we always talk about as the greats. There's a few of them. You know who planned those?
Probably me. And then you made like one little contribution.
Oh, is that what it is? All right. Let's hear debate number 1.
I'm the backbone of the show. You're my just sidekick at this point.
Do you know how many bones are in the back? There's not one backbone.
Bro, have you ever heard of a spine? Have you ever heard of spine? Seriously.
You know there's multiple pieces to a spine, right?
And they're all bones, bro. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
right
but
now?
you said backbone. That's singular.
Okay, you're not I'm one of the backbones. Yes, you're not one of them.
I would say I'm the backbone.
Here are all the back. here are the backbones of Until We Agree. Matt, Kim, the intern, Noah like twice, and it used to be your girlfriend, but she does not.
Wow, snubbing Hutch is crazy.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet.
Snutch.
I'm not. Snutch.
I said snutch.
Hit it, Snutch.
Right, boys and girls of the podcast world.
Who knows what's coming out there? That's gonna be insane.
Hold on. Please figure out how to get our Stitch impression singing the theme song.
It's already happening. Everyone else has already heard it, so we're the last ones to hear it at this point. Okay, so I was not done yet. I was about to call out your girlfriend for only liking your posts on TikTok and not mine, even though we need
mine are the good ones
to boost engagement. I've won most of the most recent TikToks. You won your first one like in a while yesterday. Anyways.
See, I don't see it as a competition. I see it as building, and
that's what I shut up. That's what I say, and then your girlfriend doesn't like the posts, half the posts.
I see it more as we're building something together.
I'm always
and you see it as
bro.
an ego thing where
dude. Since
you cried one time,
do you want me to talk about? Do you understand the premise of this whole show? Have you forgotten what this show is founded on?
Because no, listen. You cried one time because my post got like 1,400 views and your post got like 6 or 7.
Okay,
maybe?
I wasn't crying that yours did well. I was so happy yours did well. If yours got 1,400 and mine got like 200 even, I would have said nothing. But there was clearly an issue if I'm only getting 6 views. We have more followers than that, more active followers. I got blacklisted by TikTok for like a week. Anyways, that's happened to you too. So let's not act like it's nothing. I've got
happened to me.
My post has the most views of any of them. I got 15,000 plays on one of mine.
Yeah, that was Mickey Mouse.
No, it wasn't. Mickey Mouse, you actually beat me on. Anyways, here's the first debate. This one's going to be really, really hard for you and really easy for me. Would you rather be physically twice as fast or be able to think and process information at 1.25 times the speed?
Give me physically twice as fast. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
you need that.
No, I knew you were gonna give this whole I don't need to be faster, but you do need to be faster because you're already slower than me. But
the thing
imagine, I would guess even if I only run, and this is lowballing it, even if I only run 15 miles an hour, imagine if I could run 30.
Okay, but let's be real. You run like 8 miles per hour.
No.
So imagine running 16. That just makes you like a kind of fast person.
No,
I would rather be able to process because I'm already fast. I already think I'm fast enough, so I don't care about that one. I'm already pretty good at processing information at 1.25 would.
I just heard a few words and connected them to a song, and it just that's how fast I process.
Bro, have you ever heard of Annapolis, Maryland? You didn't even know about Annapolis, Maryland.
I didn't know about Annapolis, Maryland.
So I know.
I appreciate you for letting me know that, but why do you know that?
Because I've been around.
The audience why you know that?
I've taken a few trips.
I've
taken a few trips around the sun. I know. I've collected information.
Have you been to Annapolis, Maryland?
No, I don't have to. I've been to Maryland before.
Yeah, I bet you have.
What is that supposed to mean? Have you not? Everyone's been to Maryland. It's right. It's
no,
Washington,
I haven't
D.C.
been to Maryland. I've never been to Washington, D.C.
Dude, that's where our country was founded, bro. That's not true. I know it's not true. Don't even call that out.
Okay.
Don't even call that out. It was a joke,
well, wait a
bro.
second. I should have asked where the country was founded.
Plymouth Rock, bro. Ever heard of Plymouth Rock?
Plymouth Rock. This guy loves like 6th grade history questions. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I'm already smarter than all the 5th graders or redacted graders. So.
Did you say smarter or smaller?
There's an argument for both.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, on account of the Crohn's disease, it's hard for me to put on size.
Right. And eat bananas.
Bananas was a shock. As far as Crohn's disease goes, losing the ability to eat bananas was surprising. I will say, if I do get 2 times the speed, I bet that here's something you're forgetting about: metabolism. You're gonna burn calories at twice, or your metabolism is gonna burn twice as fast as well.
That's not how that works.
Yes, it is. Everything about you is going to be twice as fast.
That's not.
Yes,
That's
it is.
just not how that works.
It says be physically twice as fast. That has nothing to do with running. Yeah, I'll say you can run twice as fast, but you're going to do everything twice as fast. You might age twice as fast. You're going to age twice as fast. That's crazy. You just said you want to age twice as fast?
Your brain's gonna die 1.25 times as fast.
No. It says think and process information at 1.25 times the speed. That's not at all the same thing as developing at twice twice your physical speed. You're doing everything twice as fast.
I think you're reading into it too much. I think it's just talking about running speed, really.
Okay. When I wrote this question and didn't find it on Reddit, it said, would you rather be physically twice as fast or be able to think and process information at 1.25 times the speed?
Yeah, but it's saying physically because the other option is mentally, so it wants to establish that it's physical speed.
How can we know it's that black and white, though? It doesn't say that.
Because we know.
No, it doesn't. You're gonna be. You're gonna be 60 years old in like a year and a half at this point if you choose being physically twice.
That's not
as
how
fast.
aging works either.
Essentially. Maybe
Not
10,
essentially.
maybe 10 years because you're starting at.
You need that 1.25% because you can't do math.
No, because I'm already thinking so fast. If I got that extra 1.25, it makes me probably the most elite mind in the entire world. Because I'm already.
You really think that?
I'm already pushing.
You really think that?
I'm already pushing the limits. You know.
You're pushing the limits of being one of the smartest people in the,
brain
in
process.
the world.
Maybe not smartest because I don't waste my time just gathering information, but
Yeah, you do.
brain power wise, I could be towards the top at this point.
That's silly.
You're gonna go from being slow to above average fast, and you're gonna be 60 years old in 10 years. I'm
above average fast.
I'm gonna be one of the greatest minds of our generation, bro.
I would be above average fast, and then I'd probably be the fastest man in the world because I would venture to say I can probably hit 18, 19 miles an hour right now.
I would venture to say you can't.
I think that this might need to get tested, but I think I can, and that would put me at, let's just say, 36 miles an hour.
When you come down for the wedding, I've actually found one of those speed limit things on a flat road, which I think is gonna be perfect. So we should go test it out. That'd be kind of fun.
Why were you looking for that?
Well, it's just by my house. I didn't go seek it out. I just saw one. I think they recently installed one, and it's on a really flat area. So it would be a good test of actual speed.
We just have to see where it picks us up. That way we're peaking at the right point in the ground, you know?
Yeah, I know that. You know why? Because I've already thought all this through because my mind is so ahead.
Let's debate too. I don't like this.
You got caught as an old man, and now you're embarrassed, and that's okay. Okay. Here's another one. This one's pretty ethically difficult, I will say. This is going back to trolley
Probably not for
problem.
me.
Trolley problem levels of difficulty for ethics wise. So, well, if your child was switched at birth, but you only found out 1 year later, would you want to switch back with your genetic child or keep the one that you cared for?
You switch back.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
1 year? What kind of connection could you make?
Bro has no idea how
I
child
couldn't even
development
finish this
works.
sentence.
That's crazy.
No, I don't know. That's tough. What would you do?
I'd give them both back. I'd be so mad. No, it is.
I mean,
it is tough. I mean, I think you have to talk to the other parents. Well, that would be interesting. Did my child go to the same parents that I took from, or is there a third party involved?
Yeah, and it's a bit more fun if you really think of what if I want to give the child back to get mine, but the other parents don't want to do the same. Then what do you do?
I honestly think it. Here's the thing. That has to have happened more than we know it. When that baby comes out, there's no way no one's ever gotten switched at birth. You know, babies just go to a big room, and then you'll never know, and you still soul bond to whatever baby you have.
I don't think it happens much anymore. I bet it was a problem. I bet there's plenty of people out there that got switched and never found out.
I think there's a good process, especially for twins now. But when twins first started to come out, there's no way doctors were thinking smart enough to
back when twins first happened.
Yeah. when
twins first
when
launched.
twins first dropped, doctors had to have lost their mind on that, and there's no way they were ready to separate them and be sure that one was always correctly labeled.
Well, you can just imagine. You just gave birth, right? And you're the doctor, like,
Mm-hmm.
because you're the one giving birth if you're the doctor.
Sure.
Um,
Doctors have
and
kids.
so I don't know
You
if
can
they-
quote me on that. Doctors have had kids before.
yeah, and so you got one in your hand, and then another one starts coming. You gotta be going wild at this point.
Yeah, you can't be ready for that. And then, well, here's another thought, which may be even more true. Twins, especially, maybe not in the hospital, because I think immediately when twins come out, they get like bands put on them to like be sure you know which is which. I have to think when those babies go home, there has to have been a twin that accidentally got mixed up at some point,
Oh, I'm sure.
and they became their identity switched. And they may have found out later on, because I think there's probably like fingerprints and whatnot like established on medical records. But I bet for a long time,
I think they do footprints for babies.
Yeah,
I think they
yeah,
do
yeah.
Footprints.
which yeah. So, but for maybe like you could go like, if you're a healthy child, you could go a long time without like going to a hospital, and that's like the only time like a general doctor would not like look at your footprint and be sure they're talking to the right kid. You know, like you could go your entire childhood and not know if
Well, your doctor
the
doesn't
wrong-
check your feet when you go.
not. My doctor always smells my feet, which I think is weird.
Right.
But like he's not checking for prints. That's more what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess not really checking for prints. More of like a lotion up the feet type of thing, and like making sure they're moisturized type. Yeah. Dermatologist.
We must go to the
esque.
same doctor. He's a
We
cool
must,
guy.
yeah.
I mean, she's a cool guy. I mean, he's a cool guy. I don't know what the better thing to say there is.
They are a cool
They're cool.
person.
Cool doctor. So, but back to the original question. What side do you think you're on, honestly?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think you could answer that, because like you'd be so attached to the random kid, and then yours you wouldn't even. You gotta switch them. I think you do have to switch them.
Yeah, I mean, I think legally too. I think they would probably make you. I don't think it even comes down to like what you want at that point.
Yeah.
there's probably a legal precedent set in place for that, you'd think. And then think about like this too. Like, how do you know that like your kid is in a better home? Like, I would imagine that like if I had a kid and I like knew where they were and they weren't maybe in like as good a home as I like could have put them in, you know, I feel like you would be bitter about that. But then it's like you've soul bonded with this other kid. I think you had to keep both. And okay, so you can't keep both probably though. I bet the other parents would want one.
I bet the other parents would want something in return.
Okay, and so imagine they're both on train tracks, tied to the train tracks,
Okay.
and you have to determine it's going at your non-biological child that you've been raising. The train is going to hit it. You can pull a lever, and if you pull the lever, it'll divert, and then the train will go towards your biological child. Are you pulling the lever?
You can't pull the lever.
Why?
If you pull the lever, it goes towards which one?
Oh, and also your biological child grows up to be a serial killer.
Wait, okay, so if you pull the lever, it goes towards your biological child, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you don't pull the lever, it goes towards you actually accidentally you thought your wife had quintuplets, so it goes towards 5 babies that aren't yours.
Okay, well then
that
you
you've
have to
been
pull
raising-
the lever and it's a serial killer? Yeah, you got to pull the lever then.
Okay, it's not a serial killer.
Okay. But you don't even know this baby.
Yeah, but it's yours. It's gonna grow up and look like you.
Oh, pull the lever.
It's gonna go. It's
Pull the lever.
that was a little quick. Yeah, because one day it's
No,
gonna be going to a Halloween party shirtless as a firefighter at a climbing gym, and you're gonna say this is not for me.
I'm not. That was very specific. Not sure where you got that from.
Well, from you, because you went shirtless as a firefighter to your climbing gym Halloween party last night.
And I didn't even podium, so I did
Oh.
enter the advanced section though.
You went tarps off and didn't even get acknowledged for it.
Nope.
That's crazy.
It was fun though.
You've been working out
was
for
fun.
years just to win a Halloween costume shirtless, and you didn't even get noticed.
Well, I didn't even enter the costume contest.
Oh, was this just like a climbing competition?
Yes.
Oh, then why were you in costume?
Well, everybody was. It was a Halloween party mixed with a climbing competition.
Did you wear your costume to climb?
Yeah, it was uncomfortable.
That was a mistake, I feel like.
Yeah, and it was very crowded. You could barely do the climbs.
Man, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Did you have fun though? It looked like you had fun.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Nice. So, you're pulling the lever.
In that scenario, it's got to, if it's 4 quintuplets versus one single thing.
5 quintuplets actually.
5 quintuplets. Is that 25 total, or is that like one set of quintuplets?
I think it's 25 babies.
You got to
aren't
pull the
yours.
lever.
Yeah.
You got to pull the lever.
Wow. Interesting. Welcome back to Until We Agree.
Matt said he'd pull it twice. Do not
Look,
cut that
whatever.
out.
Big deal. Fine. Let's go to Q&A. Why not? So, Kim asked a question this week, actually, and I would like to share it with you. Is that okay?
Yes, please do.
This is a tough question for me to answer, and I'll explain why.
Because you're not very smart?
Nope. I've actually thought about it so much because of my advanced intellect. Okay. So,
Oh, okay.
Kim asks, best type of water?
Oh, Pure Life. Nestle
Could
Pure
be
Life.
using a certain filter from a specific location or a name
Nestle
brand
Pure
of
Life.
bottled water. Nestle Pure Life is the best water.
Yeah.
So for maybe like the most it's good. That would be one of my go-tos for like the cheap water. But those like high quality like upper luxury
That's
plastic
scam,
waters.
though.
No, it's not.
Fiji
though,
is a
bro.
scam.
I'm not talking about Fiji.
I will say
I'm not
I
talking about
I had a
Fiji.
cold smart water the other day, and that was incredible.
Smart water is one that is elite, and there's another one. My favorite is this one called Essentia, and that one
I know
it is more special than other.
Do you get
waters.
the black one or the blue one?
An Essentia?
Because isn't there one that that the one that there's like a high pH and a lower pH or something?
It's black and red, I think.
I don't know, man.
Well, whatever I've ever had from them, that's the one. It's so good. And like, yeah, Nestle Pure Life, as far as like the bulk buying of water bottles, it's the best one. I do agree with you. Super overlooked too because it's like kind of toned down in its packaging and everything, easy to look past. But it's the best of that level. But there are I was a doubter too, but until you actually have the good stuff, you don't know what you're missing, frankly.
I'll try some Essentia, but I'm a Nestle Pure Life guy. I've never been a Brita filter guy. I know it's like better, but I would rather get it straight out of the fridge than do like a Brita on the sink or even especially the
do you have
the thing you pour?
Do you have a thing in your door of your refrigerator?
I do.
Oh, see that? Yeah, that I would prefer that over the Brita.
That's
too,
elite.
But
Yeah, and I use that over water bottles as well.
Yeah, I'm not going straight tap into my system. I'm using a Brita if I have to.
It's more about the time of water and
the time of
water.
Know, bro, are you?
Yeah, it's
you start talking about the water cycle right now, I'm gonna lose my mind.
It's not the water cycle. It's the cycle. It's the cycle of us drinking water. When you would,
that's the
like,
water cycle.
The amount of times I've waken up. And by waking up, I mean woken up at 5 a.m. and I was just parched. And then you drink a cold sip of water and it's good.
Bro, well, what about this? What about a room temperature big gulp of water at 5 a.m.? I think
that's good too.
There's nothing better than like having like water that you can just throw down without having to like be slowed down by your esophagus reacting to the cold. I think that's because like you're right. At 5 a.m., that's when you're gonna wake up and be the thirstiest you could possibly be when you have those moments. That's when you just want that room temperature stuff that you can just throw down half a liter right away, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of that. And then, I mean, water. Are you big on water parks?
Am I big on water parks?
Yep.
I mean, I'll go. Yeah, I guess I like them.
Because that is not good water to drink.
Well, no, yeah. Well, it depends on what you're looking for.
And did you know that chlorine
every water serves a purpose?
Chlorine only smells like chlorine if there's pee in it? Did you know that?
I don't know that because I only ever pee in pools, so I always just smell the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's the smell of chlorine comes from. This is according to a YouTube short I saw.
There's no way this is true.
Mark Rober did it, so
It's a
you might wanna
chemical
check
though,
that.
but it's a chemical.
No, but it's the urine mixing with the chemical of chlorine. I guess it's maybe cleaning the water, and then that's where it comes from. Because he did a test where he put chlorine in one bucket and chlorine and a drop of urine in another bucket, and after a couple of days he came back and the chlorine one just smelled like water, like nothing, and the chlorine and urine one smelled like chlorine.
No way.
Yes way.
That is something I choose to not think about.
You're a big swimmer though. I don't swim much.
I
in
can't. What do
pools.
you mean? I'm
love
a big swimmer.
You love pools.
What? What are you talking? You
I
don't know
I
me
don't
at
know
all.
why.
What are you
This
talking
guy-
about? Where are you
this guy
getting
looks-
this from? Stop
No,
saying
this
this
guy
isn't even true. I don't even understand what you're.
loves water.
I
and
truly
loves
don't
sitting
understand
in
what you're
water.
saying. I can't even swim. Where have you ever seen me just sit in water before? You've never seen me sit in water before, ever, truly. Name one moment where
Bro.
I've been sitting in recreational water.
In recreational water?
Yeah.
You sure you want to know?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it, but it's going to be really embarrassing.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to know?
Yes, just tell me.
Are you okay?
Bro,
I'm going to say it, but you can't cut it out when I say it.
I've got a busy week.
you
Just
can't,
I don't have time
you
to edit.
cannot cut it. No, you cannot cut it out when I say it.
I'm not gonna cut it out. You're probably gonna say something stupid.
Okay,
I'm gonna
I
be
saw
able to
you right.
This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.